coming right up. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on Payday.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And looking at the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the shooting guard position.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
The shot's good from Lopez. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Here's Harris following the basket by Brook Lopez. The kick out to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's Harden for 3. And on the way from Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here is Holiday. Count it.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Middleton, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now, here is Harden, and it's in there. Harden's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Harris against Middleton to the paint. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Harden. Can't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Rebounded by Tucker.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Bucks working the ball around. No good there. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. And that one goes long.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Here's Forbes. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Irving double team. Stolen away, and it's the Bucks on the break. The shot's good from Forbes.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here is Irving. Keeps it alive, and Griffin stays with it.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Forbes kicks to Giannis. To the inside. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in. 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, Irving. He's got 5. Milwaukee leading by 6. To the middle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Irving with the ball. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipes for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Harden missing again. Milwaukee leading by 10. Pass to Worrell. Outside Teague. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Brown kicks to Durant. From the line. He can't hit that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Good work defensively by KD.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one at the line is good. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the basket by Brooklyn.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Griffin and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Irving finds Green. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break on up the court.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Inside. Oh, trying for it. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Green with the ball. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Green's got his first basket.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Nets trail by 11. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Irving for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Shot clock at 6. KD's shot is good. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
The putback, Giannis on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Hey, offensive rebounding, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now here's Jordan. It's Harden with the drive. Lopez with the block. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from KD. Lets it fly. Harden, no good. Bucks leading by 12. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Brown, good.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Launches a three. Good on the triple. Holiday's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And here's Harris from the arc. Traps in the tray. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
It's Giannis with the drive. The rebound by the Nets. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch. No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Harden, and he gets the bucket. He's got 12.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Now Holiday, 5 points in the game. The pass to DiVincenzo. He kicks to Lopez. And the layup falls. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Brown. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Forbes can't get it to go. Johnson finds Green. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here is Forbes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Milwaukee, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kimball, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
They've got Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Irving. He dishes it to Griffin. That one goes. Count it.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Middleton against Green. Middleton drives in. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Claxton. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Here is Harden after the basket by Milwaukee. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. Bucks leading by 12. Giannis kicks to Middleton. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. DiVincenzo kicks it down to Middleton. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. I told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Okay, David, thanks. Milwaukee leading by 11. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. He's feeling it. Antetokounmpo, no good. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Count that one.
Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumping.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. For 3, Durant. They get the rebound.
Well, DeAndre Jordan has made his bones in the NBA with force and athleticism. At that time on the break, nice finishing touch.
It's tipped. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Harden's shot is off. Here's Milwaukee now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to DiVincenzo. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Trying to get open is Lopez. And he lays it straight in. That's 36 points for Giannis.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Harden gets the bucket.
And, you know, if you give Harden daylight to shoot from the mid-range, he'll take it. Can't give him any room, mid-range or three, but mostly mid-range.
Holiday with the three, sinks the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for great. The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready to go to work. And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Hawks, Tony Snell is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's John Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the 4 slot. Collins with it. Down low. Here's Young. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
For the 3, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Back to Harden. 6 to shoot.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Capella dishes to Young. Up and in on the layup.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
On the wing, Irving. He gets that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now Young. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot by Okongwu, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Snell, the pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And Young, here we go. And the rejection by Harden. Tries again. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 6 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Passes it to Harris. 14 feet away. The putback. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Young against Harden. Young dishes to Capella. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Irving. For three, Harris. They grab their own miss. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, Jordan just wreaking havoc on the rim now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And that one drops for him. 8 points for him.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Atlanta Hawks. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Tyler Johnson. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. Williams passes to Herter. Williams inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Williams, that's good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more in this game. He's been tireless.
Hunter with it, working on Green. Hunter no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the left side wing. Griffin against Gallinari. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Nets leading by 4. Johnson outside. And a wide open look for Irving. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Irving's got 9.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Pass to Gallinari. Back to Williams. Johnson with the block. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving from long range. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Luwawu's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip win.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Offensive rebound. Here's Gallinari. And that's good off the glass that time. Gallinari's got his first points in this one.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
Here's Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Herter. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Harden surveying the D. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden's shot is good. 10 points for him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. Good D by Jordan. Nets leading by 7. Durant with it. Okongwu covering. Latrey. Harden's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Harden finds Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Second chance shot. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young outside. He lobs it up. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Young.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Here's Harden. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Capella.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And that one's good. Shamet. And the Nets lead by 5.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And Young kicks to Collins. Young dishes to Capella. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Offensive rebound. Nets. Shamet the pass to Durant. And here's Harris from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 block. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Collins in at the 3.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Williams. It's deflected.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Hope they get it back. Durant kicks to Brown. For 3, Harris. Good on the 3-point shot. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
Capella, the pass to Huerter. Back to Capella. Out to Gallinari. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Clint Capella. That one falls. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Herter passes to Dunn. Back to Herter. Feeds it to Gallinari. Hawks passing it around. Dunn against Johnson. Dunn misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Hawks trail by 17. Griffin with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. And stolen by Dunn. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires from deep. Harden, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
And I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Dunn kicks to Young. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. They need this. A rebound by Jeff Green. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17-point lead, their biggest.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Green. Brown outside. Now the pass to Harris. From deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harris has got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
To the inside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Harden missed. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden and it's Irving at the shooting guard.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Herter passes to Fernando.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Nets leading by 17. Here is Harden. It's rebounded by Herter.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
To the paint, just 5 to shoot, and stolen by Jordan. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And here is Williams. Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving for 3. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul. So both teams changing it up here.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Young against Johnson. Young, right side. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Irving for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
That shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Inside, Griffin with the steal. On the wing, Irving. Dishes it to Green. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Lob pass to Capella.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
Nets leading by 13. Irving with the ball. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Johnson against Young. Passes it to Okongwu. Back to Young. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Right side, Griffin. In the corner, Irving with it. Trying to end the drought.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Snell. He's covered by Irving. Young against Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. Clock at 4. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Young looking it over. Makes it off the glass.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Irving from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live. D.A., it's...
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing...
Thanks, D.A. They're down a body tonight, but it didn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Clint Capella. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here's Giannis. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's Young. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Middleton outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
And that one falls for Middleton. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Young dishes to Collins. Young against Holiday. And it's good, 2 points. Young's got 6.
Perfect play to run there to get a clean look.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Now, here is Young. He has 6. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And here we go. Here's Lopez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Young looking it over. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Giannis outside. And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Giannis. 8 points for him. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Holiday against Young. There's the pass to Capella. Young against Holiday. And the rejection by Giannis.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
The D totally forgot to mark him, and as a result, he put them on a poster with that dunk.
Young finds Capella.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter about to get started. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Williams. And it's Herter in at the three, the small forward.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Lopez with the block. Here's Giannis. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Okongwu with it. Lopez is there. Herter passes to Okongwu. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead and transition and create for others.
And the call on the folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Okongwu. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. The Bucks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Tucker. Up again. It's good on the putback. Portis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Snell from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Snell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Holiday, and he lays it straight in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Atlanta shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Holiday inside the line. He doesn't hit that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Williams against Holiday. Out to Gallinari. Williams scanning the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
Hard to keep up with Lou Williams' quickness. Draws a crazy amount of fouls.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. Lays it up and banks it in. Connaughton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Okongwu. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Portis. Passes to Forbes. Over Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Young dishes to Collins. Ball's knocked loose. Young outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Portis, the pass to Tucker, and there's the call by the official. And yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA replays. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top, leading by 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points and 1 block. And Kenny... And that'll do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
It's Young on the wing, defended by Middleton, and stolen by DiVincenzo. And here comes Holiday, leading the fast break. And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Bucks leading by 5.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Middleton dishes to Giannis. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
The feed now to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Oh,
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
DiVincenzo against Young. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Here's Capella in the corner. Collins with it. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 7. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Lopez with the ball. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. It's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Out left to the wing. Snell from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Yep, it counts. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys that were so Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with him up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Holiday. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Gallinari kicks to Dunn. Williams for 3. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Hawks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Done against Middleton, and stolen by Portis. And it's the Bucks on the break. That one off the back iron and out. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Hawks. Dunn is out there with Williams. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot. Pass to Connaughton. He kicks it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. To the inside. Gallinari with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Portis against Williams. to Dunn. Over Lopez. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Milwaukee leading by 10. Middleton outside. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dunn dishes to Williams. Over the lob to Gallinari. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Tucker can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 10. There's the 3. That one doesn't drop. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lopez finds Middleton. Atlanta with the rebound. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Dunn. Out to the wing. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Bobby Portis.
Getting into the paint, drawing contact. That's a focal point for Gallinari.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bobby Portis. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Huerter. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Williams. Young is subbed in for Dunn. The wide open look here for Holiday. And the 3 off target. The Hawks trail by 8. Snell from outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half. It's Young on the wing. Lob pass to Capella.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Giannis, and that one is good. Antetokounmpo's got 32 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
They get it back. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Middleton. But they recover it. The shot that time not on target. The Hawks trail by 10. It's Young on the wing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Middleton.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Milwaukee.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer. And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Bogdanovich left side. Dishes to Snell. 3-pointer. The rebound by Holiday. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Middleton can't get it to go. Lopez with the steal. The 3. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Lopez.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just hello, basketball fans. You've got it on payday.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks have their transcendent superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And the Bucks with possession here. Now, Antetokounmpo trying to get open is DiVincenzo. The layup off target. Middleton against Harden, and the shot is good.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Middleton outside. And that one drops.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Middleton. Harden missing his last shot. And that's good. Chris Middleton for three. Middleton's got 5 now.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Harden missing again. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's DiVincenzo. After the made shot from KD. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Count that one.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Harden against Holiday. Right at the free throw line. They get it again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Giannis. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Harris dishes to Durant. And Harden wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. That one drops for him.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now here's Harden. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one. Nice D from Durant. Nets trail by 3. Harden kicks to Harris. Harden against DiVincenzo. Good. Harden's got his second basket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Count the basket. Giannis has got 8.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. From 11 feet away, it's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Giannis is double. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Portis drives in, and he banks in the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Irving looking for an opening. 1 second left. That shot misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Green. Andrew Shamet is out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Irving. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Portis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 3. And here's Harden. With the second effort. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 9 points.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Here's Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Tucker. Stolen by Harden. Fast break. Here they come. The pass to Jordan. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's KD. Drills the elbow jumper. KD's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Here's Forbes. Off target with his 3. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Portis against KD. And they get it. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Forbes. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. The 3 from Harden. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
Outside Irving. Over Holiday. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off target from outside. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Griffin finds Irving.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Shamet the pass to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Another miss by Irving. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Landry Shamet. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis. 13 feet away. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Harden against Holiday. Harden dishes to Harris. It's intercepted. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. 11 feet away. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Irving for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points and 6 rebounds. And a little... And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here is Harden after the basket by Milwaukee. He dishes it to Jordan. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Durant with it. Pass to Harden. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Harden with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's DiVincenzo. James Harden picking up that last basket. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Harden against Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass. Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis high post. He's against Green. Now here is Holiday. Guarded by Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Harden. He's got 9. And the shot goes in.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Here's Harden. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far.
Irving just so dynamic on offense, guys. A million ways he can hurt you.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Middleton the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes, covered by Irving. A nice shot by Tucker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving drives in. Down low. They kick it out to Green. And the pass to Shamet. Here's Irving. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Portis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Bucks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's DiVincenzo. With 4 seconds on the clock, the putback.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Irving. Holiday dishes to Tucker. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Harden, and there it is for him.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Holiday against Irving. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. And he converts the layup. Tucker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Passes it to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. And he overshot that one, missing. Milwaukee leading by 8. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Oh, I love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
And a wide open look for Irving. Misses the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The drive by Lopez. And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Irving. On the wing, Green. Charity stripe shot. Nets with the new shot clock. Griffin's shot is good.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. The feed to Tucker. Over Green. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And here's Harden for three. Trains the three-pointer. Harden's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
Using his craftiness there to get by the defender, Harden is just so good at finding ways to score.
And Tucker kicks to Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harris inside, guarded by Tucker. Bucks leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Middleton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
On its way from Irving for 2. That one wide left.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Tucker can't get it to go. Nets trail by 11. Green passes to Griffin. Now Harris. This one for 3. But they get it back. Irving for 3. The shot, no good. Holiday with the defensive effort.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kevin Durant subbed in for Green. Harris's shot is off. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Here's Giannis. Bucket is good. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
For 3, Harris. Can't get it to fall.
As a defender, Middleton.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it. And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn, both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. It'll be different tonight.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Young drives in. Capella, and Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. Up the floor. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Harris from outside the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
DeAndre Jordan knows a big part of his job is to gobble up rebounds. That time, an angry putback from Jordan.
Young left side. He feeds it to Collins. Stolen by Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. Hits it from three-point range.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Young to stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Harris kicks to Harden. From deep. They get it back. The wide open look for Durant. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Shots good from Young.
And you gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Harden outside. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 5. Bogdanovich passes to Young. To the paint. And he makes that one.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Harden outside. Lets the 3 fly. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. 8 points for him.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Lobbed up there for Collins.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in, and it goes down 2 points.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Outside, KD. Passes it to Green. From past the arc. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Green. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Durant.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Okongwu. Right side, Williams. Pass to Hunter. To the wing right side. Kicks it to Okongwu. Hunter with it. KD's on him.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Taken away by Williams. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Williams leading the charge to the left wing. Here's Herter. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Brooklyn. Scoring, rebounding. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's done in at the point guard position. Back to Herter. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Tyler Johnson.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Irving, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 5.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Young against Harden. Hawks passing it around. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Outside Irving. No good from outside.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Harden finds Jordan. Back to Harden. All sorts of time. Kept alive. Goes back up. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
The pass to Snell. Back to Young. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
To the middle, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Atlanta.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Williams in the post. Brown on him. Okongwu, the pass to Huerter. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Irving for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Huerter passes to Gallinari, and stolen by Irving. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Griffin, passes to Luwawu. Here's Brown. Gallinari with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Huerter passes to Williams. It's stolen by Brown. Irving with a clean look, and the Nets another 3.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him, or he'll pull up on a dime.
Here's Williams, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that's a wrap with the third.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. The lead is 2. From 10 feet out. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young outside. Lobbed up there for Collins. No good on the shot. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Harden gets the bucket.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Young with the ball. He's got 10. Over Harden. It'll go, and the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Young. The Nets on offense. Harden outside. Top of the key. Again, the miss by Harden.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Young. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Young's got 14 points for the game.
and the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Harden inside the three-point line. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella does a nice job maintaining his focus on the offensive end. He doesn't get a ton of touches, but whenever he gets a clean look at the rim, he takes advantage of it.
KD against Collins. And here is Durant. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Dunn in for Trae Young. Pass to Dunn. Capella, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 4.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. Young passes to Capella, and Griffin sends it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Here's Irving, and the layup is good. Irving's got 17 now.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Bogdanovic dishes to Young. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harden draws the double. Young with the steal. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And, after being a 6th man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Alinari comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. 5 to shoot. Hawks passing it around. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Williams. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. And it's Young, and it's Herter in at the three, the small forward.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Floats it up for Williams. And Young kicks to Williams. Back to Young. Shamet with the steal. Harden the pass to Durant. The game now all time.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
Harden against Young. And Jordan sends it back to take the lead. And that one's good. Shamet. And the Nets lead by 2. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young. Really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
Here's Harden. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Young looking it over. He kicks it to Capella. Harden with the defensive effort. And here are the Nets. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Jordan dishes to Harden. Back to Jordan. Outside, KD. Fires the three. That one doesn't go. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Harden outside. Now the dish to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Young against Harden. Teardrop shot. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Young.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Harden. The dunk and the foul of power. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Back to Harden. Irving up top. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Dunn kicks to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Durant for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. KD's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Collins in the post. Guarded by KD.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Pass to Irving. Harden inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Money!
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving looking over the floor. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
6 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Harden for 3. Unable to get that one. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
To the inside. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Middleton. Here's Giannis. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. No one covering. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Young finds Collins. The rebound by the Bucks.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And yes, it's good.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract. I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Snell dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins against Antetokounmpo, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Middleton, the pass to Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Young inside. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Certain guys, points just come their way, but Trey is also about effort.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. And Tucker has it in the corner. Fires the 3. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Huerter passes to Young. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bucks trail by 4. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's Gallinari. It's 2-on-1. And Huerter gets it to go.
This is where Huerter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Connaughton kicks to Portis. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Young. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Trey. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the
I think the underdog story started when I was a kid.
And Greg Klein with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the steal. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And it's blocked. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Dunn looking over the floor. Basket counts. Dunn's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Bucks trail by 11. Lopez drives in, passes it to Holiday.
One thing about Holiday, he knows how to get defenders off balance. We'll see what he can do at the line.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Williams. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Atlanta, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop over Williams. And that one hits back iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
DiVincenzo with it. The kick out to Holiday. 1:49 left here in the second. Excellent D there from Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Atlanta. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Huerter passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Hawks, Alinari comes in for John Collins. And Hunter subbed in for Bogdanovic. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here is Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Capella, high post. Back to Young. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Man, just adding insult
to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
2 points. That one goes.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Young. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Bogdanovich. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young, and it's Snell in at the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
An all-star, a leader, Drew Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
Young finds Collins. Lets a floater go, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 14 points for the game.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop and the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Count it. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Holiday, he's got 8. Middleton outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Williams comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's done in for Trae Young. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. Kicks it out to Collins. There's the lob to the hoop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez with the ball. Williams picks him up. Middleton right side. Here's Connaughton. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Williams kicks to Collins. To the inside. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here's Giannis. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And here is Williams. Pass to Dunn. 1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Snell, defended by Middleton. Okongwu with it. He's got 7. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Lou Williams. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Dunn passes to Collins. Hangs. And it's good on the way in. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. 46 seconds left in the third. Here's Connaughton, and he comes up with the deuce.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Dunn outside. Here's Huerter. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Huerter passes to Collins. Got a hand on it.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
Here's Connaughton. Gallinari with the rebound.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
He lobs it up. Collins in the post. And so it's Atlanta in command with a 16-point lead as the... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Dunn. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Portis in at the center. Here's Dunn. Doesn't go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Now Middleton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Dunn passes to Huerter. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. They recover it. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Dunn. Right wing. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Holiday. And the layup falls. That's 10 points for Drew Holiday.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here's Dunn. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Okongwu slams it in.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots the three. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Out left to the wing. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Holiday against Dunn. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Bucks trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Middleton. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Both free throws good from Tucker. The Hawks leading by 16. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. In the corner, Collins with it. Young from outside. Again, the Hawks score.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And Tucker kicks to Holiday. Tucker, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Tucker's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. It's Collins with the drive. Young dishes to Capella. Outside Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And they get it back. And he makes the first. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Hill, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Williams double team. To the left side wing. Stolen by Tucker. To the paint. The kick out to T. Back to Antetokounmpo. Okongwu grabs the board.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Outside Williams takes a 3. The shot, no good. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Puts it up. Misses the jumper.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.